Hi coffee lovers, Devorah here, and it is hot. So let's make some iced coffee, specifically cold brewed coffee, made with the Toddy home brewer. Making cold brew couldn't be easier. All you need is coarse ground coffee, room temperature water, and some time. The nice thing about brewing in the Toddy home brewer is you have a place to store the coffee when it's done, and the recipe is simply one 12-ounce bag of coffee at a time. You brew this up and you drink the cold brew for the rest of the week. For cold brew coffee, your coffee is sitting with water for a long time, so you can use a really coarse grind. On this Baratza Encore, that's a 40. On your grinder at home, just take it as coarse as it goes. Remember, for this recipe, we're using a full 12-ounce bag, so just dump it in. I've ground my coffee as coarse as I can. You can see it's like breadcrumbs. And again, I used an entire 12-ounce bag of coffee. Today I'm brewing with our Snow Leopard blend. This is a seasonally changing light roast blend that right now tastes great cold brewed. We're getting wonderful fruit notes, raspberry, grape, so sweet. And then the deeper sweet notes are like a creamy nougat. The Toddy cold brewer comes with everything you need to make a large batch of cold brew concentrate. This is your brew bucket, stopper, and reusable felt filter. Also, there's a one-time use paper filter. You can brew without it, but the paper filter will give you a cleaner taste. This is the decanter for storing your cold brew in the fridge. I've also pre-dosed the water I'm going to brew with today. You'll have to provide your own spoon and delicious coffee. Before you brew, firmly insert the stopper in the bottom. Then add your reusable felt filter. We'll add the coffee to the inside of this paper filter brewing sack. Okay, now it's time to brew. Simply add our 12 ounces of coarse ground coffee into the paper filter sack. To my 12 ounces of coffee, I'm going to add 7 cups room temperature water. If you want to track the ratio exactly, that's 240 grams of coffee to 1,680 grams water. It's a 7-to-1 ratio. Very easy to remember by simply pouring 7 cups into your 12 ounces of coffee. Your coffee will float to the top and form a crust, so use a spoon or spatula to stir it in. And with all that water in there, you need to be sure your stopper at the bottom is very firmly in place. Our last step for today is to twist up the bag to make sure nothing gets in our brew bed. I'm going to let this baby sit on my counter overnight. You want to brew your toddy at least 12 hours, but I often go a full 24. Hi y'all, did you miss me? It's been a whole day. My toddy has been sitting on my counter for 23 hours. Now when you hear folks talk about toddy, a lot of times they say let it sit 12 to 24 hours. I think going close to 24 is the way to go for a nice, strong concentrate. Let's decant it and then taste. When you're ready to decant, simply pull the stopper carefully directly over your carafe. Set your bucket on top and give it time to drain. When your toddy's done dripping, cleanup is really easy thanks to these paper filters. You simply pull the bag and put it in the compost. These paper filters are a new addition to the toddy system, and I know a lot of folks who brew simply with the felt filter at the bottom. I like the paper filter because it makes for a really easy cleanup, and because it's filter, you get a much cleaner cup. Now it's time to enjoy your cold brew. Remember, this is really concentrated, so mix it with milk or water before enjoying. I like to dilute mine at about a 2-to-1 ratio, so mostly water or milk for a homemade cold brew iced latte or cold brew coffee. You can even mix this concentrate with hot water if you're looking for something easy because you've just got your concentrate in the fridge. There's my iced latte and a good strength for iced coffee. Yum! This snow leopard blend is clean, sweet, delicious, brewed as a cold brew. Cheers!